Want to learn how to make your own DIY gel melts at home? Then keep on watching. Hey y'all, Victoria Cherie here with Pretty Party and Crafty. I'm going to jump right into how to make these gel melts. So first you will need gel wax. You'll need a pitcher. You'll also need dye and fragrance of your choice and something to put it in. I'm using these clam shells, and also keep in mind how much it holds. So the clam shells will hold 2.75 to 3 ounces. And so when you're making it, you want to make sure you're making enough. So for example, let's say you want to go with 3 ounces. However much it holds, you want to multiply that by the number that you want to make. So let's say you wanted to make 9. 3 times 9 will give you 27. So you would need 27 ounces of wax. So 27 ounces, that's about 1.11 pounds. You might want to do the math on that. Just double check. But again, that's more than enough. So I'm probably going to be able to get about maybe 12, because again, I rounded up from 2.75. So about 1.11 pounds is going to give me about 12 of these clamshells. So I'm just pulling the gel wax out of the container and putting it in until I get to 1.11 pounds. All right, next I'm just going to melt it down on medium heat. All right, once it's fully melted down, you're going to start by adding your coloring. Hopefully you have a spatula, a silicone spatula to mix it up. I couldn't find mine, so I'm just using a stick, but you'll just color it to the desired effect that you want. Okay, next you're going to add your fragrance. Again, I'll link this in the description, but it does require meth. So your fragrance is going to be between 3 to 5% of your overall weight. So I did 5% of it. All right, so before you pour it, I did leave off an important step. You want to make sure that you spray the clam shells with some type of, I used a cooking spray. You could use coconut oil. You want to make sure that you use that so that it's easy to release. And when you pour the wax, you want to make sure that it cools down first so it doesn't distort the clam shell. Now, when you make yours, I want you to be better than me because I did pour mine while it was still hot. That's why I said make sure that you give it a chance to cool down so the bottom isn't distorted. But now it needs a label, so let's get one made. All right, so I used the blank template that came with the 2x3 die cut labels, and I designed this. And after you design it however you want, you're going to go to Share, Download. I'm going to download it as a PNG. I'm going to bring the size up to 1.625. That's just something I like to do, and I'll hit download. Once I have it downloaded, I'm going to go to the print sheet. So again, the print sheet is available for free on the website. So just make sure if you purchase our 2x3 die cut labels that you get the print sheet and the template to match it. So if you get it that way, it'll print perfectly. So with my print sheet up, I'm going to open up my downloads folder. And I am just going to drag and drop it. Now I'm just dragging and dropping until the entire page is filled. Okay, also, just a quick reminder, I'm going to go back to the template. So hopefully you can see these purple guidelines. Now, if you're using the template and you don't see the purple guidelines, on your keyboard, just click Shift and the letter R to bring up the guidelines. And you want to make sure that all of your important information is within the guidelines, because those guidelines represent the cut marks, and anything outside of that will not be on your design. So keep all the important text and information within those guidelines. Okay, so now that I have this all filled up, I'm ready to download this as my PDF. So I'm going to click Share, Download. I'm going to download it as a PDF print. I like to make sure that it's flattened, and I'm going to download. All right, so it just downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and open it up by double clicking and have it open up in Adobe Reader, and I'm going to get ready to print. So when we print this, just click the print icon. Okay, again, you want to make sure under page sizing that actual size is selected or 100% scale. If you click on fit to printable area, it will reduce the size and it will not print correctly. So again, just make sure that you're printing on actual size or default size. Okay, so before we print, we do want to make sure that our paper settings are correct. So next to your printer, make sure you select the printer you're printing on. Click on Properties. Paper source is where you're putting your paper. I'm putting mine in the rear paper feeder. Letter size is the size of my paper. Where it says paper type, change that to photo paper glossy because we're printing on glossy paper. Everything else on this page is staying the same. I like to adjust my colors, so that's what I'm doing here. Under color correction, I select custom. I click advanced. Under color management, I select color controls. Color mode, I change that to Adobe RGB. And my gamma, I set that at 2.2, or you can change it to 1.8. If you need to adjust your colors more, you can adjust brightness, contrast, saturation, and density. But I like to leave it like this. So I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to hit OK again, and then I'm going to go ahead and print. I printed on our Party Printables vinyl. This is 2x3 die cut labels. This is what it looks like, nice and glossy. As you can see, the cut marks are already in the paper, so just print, peel, and apply, no cutting. So all I'm doing now is just closing the clamshells and adding the labels, and that's it. So this is something new for me. Hopefully you want to give it a try too. If you learned something new, be sure to like and follow for more. Later, y'all.